Oh yeah! Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We are 1 day away. One and a half, really. 1.5 day away from the deadline. The deadline! The line of muertes. Hey, Bruno Romanos, Atsugi, how's it going? Wanamir Levy, oh yeah. So tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. UK time is the deadline. Don't leave it to the last minute, people, please. Don't post like 7:59 p.m. because that would be stupid. Hey, Captain Boss, how's it going? Oh yeah. Hey, Voodoo Breakfast. What up? Any update from that point forward, I would appreciate if you named the file correctly, like I've instructed you to do. Because the reason is, a lot of you upload like default JPEG or image JPEG. And when more than one person does that, it asks, oh, would you like to overwrite the file? And then I say no, and then I need to make it like image 2, image 3, and then I don't know who did what, and in the end, if I want to compile something or I make a gallery of something, I then have to go in and look at who was it who made this file, who made the upload with the version 2 2 days before, 15 posts in between. Was that the same person? Oh yeah, it was. Right. So then I need to go find the file in the file manager, rename that file in a sequential number so that if I want to make a gallery, the pictures ends up after each other, right? Or when you upload the file, just save it correctly, and I don't need to do all that work for 100 people. You know? Hey, DBDBDD, how's it going, Dr. Sheldon? What up? Ziali, good morning. Yeah, Captain Boss, yeah, exactly. It's just for to make everything easy to navigate, right? And for when 100 people don't name it correctly, and there's more than one work in progress upload, you know, that is a minimum of 200 images that are all has the wrong file name. And if you upload more than one work in progress, every one of you, that's 300 files. Hey, no, let's see that nickname. Zelka? Zelka? Is that how you say it? Wanamir, yeah, exactly. It's easy. Just name it like I asked, and then that's it. Hey, DBDBDD. Vodka fused. I can't drink alcohol and do work. If I drink like a beer and try to work, I'm like half speed. 2 beers, I'm quarter speed. It's impossible to keep the pace when drinking. I can't do it. So I know, like, okay, I have to work the weekend. Oh, no alcohol. Bruno Romanos, on the forum, everything is said. On the submission page of where you put the work in progress and final, at the top there is a naming convention. How to write your file name. Read that. Zelka. I'm gonna say Zelka. Ojelshka. A voodoo breakfast. Yeah, absolutely. The bear to performance. It's interesting. All right. What should I draw? Hey, Llama. What's up? You can upload now, hey, Llama. Do it right now. Or someone in the Discord later on said, oh, I want to upload the work in progress with the final submission. You can do that too if you want. Cursed medication. I'm choosing, I'm going with cursed medication. That was cool. I'm not making it fair today. I am choosing. I am an a-hole. I like cursed medication. Oh. Why are you acting up, keyboard? Yeah, the reason why I'm choosing cursed medication is because it's like still life. And how many times have I done like a still life? I have never. And I thought, I gotta do it. And I will show a little cool trick I've been doing on my lunch streams. For you people who don't catch my lunch streams, you should. I don't stream every lunch, but a lot of times I do. So the trick is you make a second window. By window, arrange new window, and then you go proof setup custom, and you find working dot gain 15%, right? And that's it. What will happen is whatever color you paint on this canvas, it updates there. But this canvas is going to be grayscale, and this one is going to be color. Let's start, and I will showcase. So far, it's just going to be grayscale, so it doesn't matter. Hey, Flow Wizard. Yeah, it's rigged. Absolutely, 100% rigged today. I choose today from your fantastic suggestions. Zeolin just had a cool topic of cursed medicine. It's pretty cool. This is the CC version. This is the online subscription version. So it's continuously updated, but it's CC. Yeah, it's the CC one. Captain Boss, Goblin on a skateboard is a cool topic. I agree, but not today. Zeolin had a cooler, a gooder. Yeah, she. Why didn't I don't know. Zeolin always. Zeolin this time around just that much cooler. Hey, DVD, that's nice. DVD. Eric Moy, how's it going? I am Dio. What up? How do you go about making a soft edge without using a soft brush? Flow Wizard. Half power, sample in between. Like if you sample and go full force, right? But if you go half and then sample and half, if you do that quickly, rapidly, you can get a soft transition. Or you just make a big brush, go big to small, and have a very subtle pressure, and you alter the pressure as you're making the mark, right? So like 0 to 100 in a single brush mark, and in that way, if your value that you sampled or that you're using isn't far away from the value range that you're painting on top of, the transition is going to look smooth because there's not a lot of contrast as it shifts. like that. You see, now you see it more because the range was very bright and on top of dark base. But if you just sample closer value, you can have a smoother transition. Zillion. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Thank you very much for that. I need to know how to make that into like a call out with the Nightbot. For anyone who are familiar with Nightbot can help me. How to set that up. Like you can call out grayscale window or like apostrophe grayscale and you'll get that clip. I think that will be great. I don't know how to do that. I will look into it though, Zalin. Thank you for the clip. I think it's great. I don't have time to do clips, obviously because I'm doing the stream. But yeah, thank you. Doing still life from my mind is funny. You can set up your own mental scenario. I need a tool of sorts here, I think. Maybe some sort of weird spoon. This is the medicine spoon. You take it. You consume the cursed medicine. Hej på träffal! Tjena, tjena! Hur är läget? This is an English channel though, by the way, so let's stick to English. For the sake of inclusion. Let's find a common ground language, and that would be English. I choose I choose it to be English. I win, you lose. No. There is no spoon. Zelchka. Yeah. Knowing materials helps, absolutely. That is the reason why you do studies, but you do studies in a way where you don't copy the reference, like what you're looking at when you're doing the study. You analyze, right? That's the huge part of doing studies that a lot of people don't do. They don't analyze what they're looking at. They don't analyze what they're trying to learn from the study. And you can see it clearly in a lot of studies that the goal is just to make a pretty picture, not to learn. And I mean, that's fine as well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with making a pretty picture for the sake of pretty picture, but you shouldn't call it a study then, because you're not studying anything. You're replicating. Captain Bose, yeah, CC. Is your inner visualization so good that you can copy drawing values from imagination? Jelka, yeah, absolutely. You have to understand what you're drawing. You have to see look for what you want to learn from the study. You have to break it down. Like, okay, I need to study the light of this reference, for example. And if you just copy it and you don't try to break it down, how light works, what is it actually doing with the reference, what is actually happening in the image that you're trying to learn from, then what's the point? There's no point behind it. It's just satisfying ego. Hey Kilrathi, how's it going? Flow Wizard. I mean, my mental visualization, like how I see it in my mind, is quite strong. many times, like when I've not been able to paint, let's say I'm at a birthday party for kids or something, and it boring the living life out of me because it's, you know, especially when they're little, they're just, you know, there's not a lot of input there. A lot of times what I did was I was sitting and looking after the children, you know, like don't have them die, while painting in my head. And when I got home, I had already painted the painting, and I copied my own painting, piece by piece, more or less. And also the what's it called? The plus side of that is that because it was a mental exercise, I could rotate the painting in 3D depth, which I can't here because it's 2D. But due to the power of powered by my mind, I could rotate it around, or like switch objects around or swap them. And, like, no, it's not going to be a bazooka, it's going to be a gun or whatever. And then you go, oh, yeah, that's a cool idea, that's a good design. And then when I got home, it's like all the hard work is already done. Yeah, there is some dropped frames. I got a warning, so it's on my end. It's the internet on my end. I got one dropped frame or one lag spike warning on OBS. So it's not you, it's me. %21 a few seconds ago. All right, I'm getting another lag spike. Sorry about that. If I'm streaming to Singapore again, let's see. General. Where do you see servers? Stream. Auto. It's set to auto, so I don't know where auto sets it. Zealin, yeah, that's great. That's great. I think that's a really good way of doing it. When you're not able to paint, you can always do that. Like if you don't have access to painting, like you're at work packing boxes or whatever you're doing. I did it a lot of times when I was bored at work. And one thing. Okay, let's add color. I love a warm palette. I'm a sucker for a warm palette. Let's try to get a warm. Yeah, there we go. Hey, say CKI Mart or Kmart. Zealin. Well, it's practice. Anything related to some things like that is practice, right? I want to find that sweet spot. That kind of destroy the values, but all right, let's go with that. Let's see. Cursed medicine. Let's make it cursed. Actually, it shouldn't maybe be on overlay. Let's put it on color. Let's try to save some of those values I worked up. Hey, Whipping J, how's it going? Damn Deviant. Good morning. A cool palette. Alright. Let's switch it up then. Let's do cool background. It might be a little bit hard to muscle the difference. Cool. No, I'm not gonna do it. I've already made the decisions. I have to go in here and change. Okay, where is that? That makes it warm? Yeah. Alright. Let's switch it up on Zealin's request. Zealin. There's really no nice combination there. It's like there's some sort of nerfing of the range. Yeah, I know why. The colors are too close to each other. Okay, something like that then. Oh, you guys don't see anything. Let's swap it around. Let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. Hey, CKI Mart. If I respond to Facebook messages, I do it sometimes. I can't answer everyone, obviously, because, you know, stuff needs to get done. And I don't idle on Facebook too much during work hours. I tend to, what I tend to do during work hours is that when I reach a milestone, I take a micro break of like a few minutes. Like, okay, I finished this design. Let's check Facebook quickly while I reorganize my mind, and then I quickly look what's happened, and then I go back to work. And if it's like a wall of text from a private message, that obviously is not going to be answered because I need to do work. But generally, yeah, sure. I look at messages, or I answer them when I have time. But what a lot of people don't know is, like, I'm not gonna say when you're famous, because that's a ridiculous statement. But when the more popular you get within this community, in the sense of you put yourself out there as a person that's interested in communication and community of our community, there's going to be a lot of private messages from people asking, hey, can you help me with this? What do you think of that? Is my portfolio good enough? I just have a quick question. And that itself is nothing wrong, but when it's 10 people, when it's 20 people doing that, you can't sit and service everyone, right? So I'm not making excuses, but sometimes there's just not time to answer every single private message that I get. What I'm saying is that I might not answer 100% of all private messages, but I try, if that makes sense. A voodoo breakfast. Deep purples. Okay. A cool deep purple. There's a lot of dropped frames, I see. My apologies for today's shitty connection. Hey Kirill, how's it going? How's the frame drops? Is it unbearable? Am I even live? What's happening, people? It seems to be very laggy, or you guys seems to have a lot of problems connecting. 38%. That's not good. That means almost half of absolutely everything is lost in buffering. Shit. My apologies for today's stream. Is anyone around? Doesn't seem like anyone is around. Let's see if someone writes anything. No. Now I want to push some of that blue, because the bottle itself is a little it's a little bit weird. Hey Marshall Nimbus. I think a lot of you are missing out on all. That's crazy. I think we're experiencing some major lags on Twitch today. I can see your chat coming in very late from what I'm talking about, if at all. So I think today is not a good day in Twitch land. Hey, Siki Mart. Yeah, I've done it many times. Ah, it's a shitty Twitch day. I don't know what's happening here. Hey, Ebonita Cat? Welcome. I don't know what's happening today. Shitty everything. Zielin, I can see it. I can see the chat. But I think stream is problems. I just think there is a lot of frame drops. It'll make more sense when I upload the video to YouTube, I think. You'll see the issues with the stream. Because it's saved locally and you guys don't see it because you are behind buffering. Yeah, the chat became very quiet. I think the cursed medication. Yeah, indeed. Indeed, it's the cursed medication. Not move at all. Yeah. Eric Moy, all the wisdom is flown into the void. Yeah. But it's gonna be saved though, because I record everything locally. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. So you can always make sense out of it afterwards and hear my answers in full. I'm assuming you probably missed quite a lot of my explanation due to internet issues. Bjornament ornament. All I can do is just apologize for the shitty connection today. I'm getting a lot of warnings here. Have a look. Just red warnings. Don't know. Ornament. You know what I'm referencing in my head? I'm referencing this. This is what I'm thinking about in my head. How that happens. This is what I'm thinking about. Without obviously looking, but in my mind I'm thinking of what that looks like. I think it'll all make sense on YouTube. But like I said, for you guys, it's annoying. I'm quite sure. last little touches, and then I'm gonna raid someone and end the pain of a shitty stream. Today, for some reason, the connection is garbage. Jelka, yeah, absolutely. But time is up. All right, that's it. I will write it so just so you guys. Let's raid someone, and let's end this bugged stream. Let's raid someone. Is that correct? Yes. Alright, let's raid Chloe. She's painting a cow. Let's have a look. Again, apologies for the shitty frames. Hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. Have a good one. Good night. Yeah, apologies for today. That's all I can do. Bye, everyone. Bye.